Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. Let's see if we can finish up mounting that wing on the bottom of the Fokker D.VII. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. First off, I want to give thanks to everybody that commented on the video that I posted yesterday with part one of trying to mount the lower wing. That is, as I crawled deeper into it this morning, because it's 1:30 right now. I've been plugging around on this thing out in the shop for probably about 2 hours, because my goal is today, by the end of the day today, and it might be tomorrow, but by the end of the day today, I want to have the dowel pins through and have that wing sitting exactly where it needs to be sitting. So let me go ahead, we'll move this camera out into the shop, and then I'll grab the Canon and I'll go out there and I'll kind of give you a little walk around to show you what I'm still going to have to do just to get the wing seated. All right, as we start to do a quick little walk around, let me first start off by showing this is my measurement point right down here, right on the front of this. Pretty much it's got to be not quite 1/8 inch, maybe 3/32 wire. So here's where I'm measuring to, just the leading edge of that, where the line comes in, because this line is right down the center of the airplane. And up here, you can't really see it, but the middle mark, is right here, and you can see the dot on the inside where the landing gear is going to go, but that is the middle. So that comes all the way across down the middle, and this is the measured middle of the wing too. So when I measured the wing and centered it up on here, so we know we're solid. So I'm happy with this. And I would love to go ahead and apologize for the balance in light, because as I walk around in here, as you can see, it's plenty bright in here. It's just that I've got any darkness in the background until the camera focuses in on it. It's really dark. That whole video I did yesterday, matter of fact, it was right on top of that table. Because of the whiteness of the plans on top of that white table, it just blackened everything out. So it looked like I had all the lights turned off. No, all the lights are on inside here. It was just the color differential, the white balance. It just, the cameras couldn't handle it. So I put a little more light in here this morning. I'm going to try to work on a different angle so that way it's not going to just really black out what's in the background. So anyway, once again, that's the measuring point up here on the wing tips. They were all measured out to the same exact distance, same distance from the, let's just call it the spar that goes all the way up through. So this side and over here on this side as well. Now the difference that I had was this side, this wing, this side of the wing, this side of the plane. So let's just call it the right side of the plane. This was an 1/8 inch difference from that side. So this side is a 1/16 of an inch off from that side. So this side here is a 1/16 forward. This one's a 1/16 back. I could get away with that, but I won't, because that's going to be a very slight adjustment. And when you come down inside here, it could be just a little teeny sliver of wood that's going to cause this to stand off. So this will get repaired. It's a simple fix, and it's going to be very easy to do. So right now, I'm not 100% concerned on this, because that's the easy fix. Now, when I've got this thing up and level where it needs to be in relationship, because it needs to be, I'm believing right here, even with this, according to the plans, which you can see it's even with that. So the wing is going to be even with this part. So the landing gear, even though it's going to come out, it's not going to hit the wing. So we don't have to worry about that. But this is what we have to make it. So this is where we want the bottom of that wing to end up. So that's going to be at 0 degrees to the bottom. And how much you want to bet if I come on over and I measure from here down to here and here over to here, it should be the same measurement. I don't know how easy it's going to be for you guys to see this, but I can see it. We're at 54 millimeters here, And that's the forward part of the bottom part of the wing. And over here by the rear part of the wing, we're going to go right up to that line, and we're going to come down here and come on, we can focus on this. There we go, another 54 mils. So in order to make this sit level with this, we have to grind a section out here on this side, and you can see how much we're going to be putting fill in here, and that I'm okay with that. That's easy. So I'm going to go ahead and grind this area out so we've got a proper arc down in there. And then this side, same location. It's actually hitting there. And there's a clearance we have to work with on this side. So it's not too bad, not too bad at all. So what I'm going to go ahead and fix this stuff with is my new favorite implement of destruction. It's I decided I had to get one. It's a little Milwaukee Fuel brushless die grinder. And right now I've got it to run at a slower RPM. But I tell you what, these little Rolock discs work great on it. And especially if you're going to be doing any kind of grinding or even sanding, and you're going to need to make a radius with it. Because this, you can just kind of come in, and just as you've got it spinning, you just be very gentle with it and just kind of curve through it, and it works out nice. So I will go ahead, get this stuff ground out, and then as soon as I get it to the point where I'm happy where we're sitting down here level with the top of this, then I'll bring it back and we'll see how it fits. So what I need to do is I need to come on in and just grind here a little bit on both sides, and I think we're going to be at the point where it's going to want to sit down exactly where it needs to be. And this does not take much time. And let's see how the wing fits. And as of right now, I'm not looking for perfect. I'm just looking to get us close, because the final sanding will not be done with the power equipment. It'll be done by hand. More level. And we are level. So this side over here, so it's going to be on the right side of the aircraft. Just a little bit more will take care of this side. And over here on this side, we're probably going to have to go just possibly a little bit more. Now what I'm on this side of the, let's call it the left side, on the bottom, he kind of shortened up the wood on the top of this. So I'm probably going to come on in and replace a section here of the stringer on the bottom part of it, just to raise this up, or I can just raise across on the little cross part. I'll make that repair when the time comes. My goal is to make sure that this thing is sitting down, and then once it is sitting flush, we know we're at our 0 degree. let's see how well you can see this. The wing is sitting about where it should be bedded down into. I can still sand a little bit more, but this is going to get us closer to that 0 degrees we're looking for. I'm going to come on over and let's get a measurement one more time here. We are at 53, not quite 53, excuse me, 52 7/8, not quite. Almost, just a few thousandths off. So 53 7/8 from that location. And right now, excuse me, 52 7/8. And we're at 52 15/16. I don't know how well you can see that. So to me, that's acceptable. We're within a 1/16 of an inch. So we're going to call that good. All right, with the location of the wing with fore and aft on either side, we're within a 1/16 of an inch. Makes me happy. That's good. We're locking it in. We're not going to mess with where this attaches yet. Now it comes time to put the dowels in. So let me see if I can zoom you in the best you can, because I got you close on the way things are down here in this location. And let's do a little zoomy zoom for you and see how well that works with the light. It's going to have a hard time focusing. So anyway, so here's where we're at. This side here is where it's supposed to be at for height. Excuse me. This measured out, came in and measured this out. This was 2 millimeters short. So that's why we have a low spot down here. This I can fix. So what I'll do is I'll come in, I'll cut this side of the glue joint, raise it up 2 millimeter, glue it back in place, and then I'll just come in here, cut off part of this longeron, if you want to call it, just for a short section, so I can raise this up a little bit and then go ahead and blend it in as we go down. The guy who originally did the sanding job on this did not do that great of a job. I think we're going to have to work with what he's got, because I really don't particularly want to have to come in and then cut it off on a 45-degree chamfer and then get some tri-stock, glue it on and sand it down. Again, if I have to, I will, but I just as soon not do it. So the other thing I'm probably going to have to do is, I don't know how well you can see this. This side over here is about exactly where it should be. We're probably about 50-60 thousandths off the tail end of the wing. Over here, we're pretty close to almost an 1/8 inch. So what I will do is, this side has to be, sorry about that, this side over here has to come up, and on the other hand, this side over here needs to come forward. So I can either leave this exactly the way it is and just go ahead and put some balsa, or another piece of balsa would work better. I'll probably just going to come in, cut this, rotate it forward, and just re-glue it back into position again at the proper height, because there will be a little bit of fill put in back here on this corner, like I said, in the bottom part over here. So where everything is sitting right now with that lower wing, I'm happy with that. So I'm not gonna put the final strips of balsa down there and get that properly seated and bedded down, ready for covering, until I get ready to do the top wing. And that's the next part that's come in, is the cabane struts, and we need to make sure all that stuff gets taken care of properly. What's going to be in the next video, you're going to want to watch this one. I've already got it named. It's going to be called the twist of the tail. You don't know about it yet, but you're going to wait and see. When I was trying to check out how level the horizontal stabilizer was going to be with that wing, there's a twist in the rear of the fuselage. So you'll have to watch that video. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. I'm back down in the shop.